Hi, it's good to be with you guys again. And today we're going to be looking at life energy and vitality and taking a holistic approach at this. So empower your day, energize your life with NeoLife products. So from a holistic health advantage perspective, we look at more than just either supplements or nutrition. We look at nutrition, we look at exercise or moving, we look at stress management, your rest, the quality of your sleep, and also the environment that you're in. And NeoLife products serve as nutritional catalysts supporting this comprehensive wellness picture. They amplify mindful lifestyle choices and help us unlock energy, resilience, and vitality. You must always remember that supplements are not magic bullets, but when paired or used with mindful lifestyle choices, they can unlock our energy, resilience, and vitality. And you're not going to supplement your way out of poor lifestyle habits at the end of the day. You actually need to look at improving those as you take the supplements as well. So let's look at some of the products. Pro Vitality is your foundation or daily foundation. It's a flagship product that we have, and it delivers 4 essential supplements in a convenient daily sachet. We have TreaNN, which we are all, I think, very familiar with, containing the lipids and sterols for cellular nutrition. There's the carotenoid complex, which is a broad spectrum of antioxidants. Then the omega-3s, and we have one of the most comprehensive omega fatty acid combinations of 8 of the fatty acids contained within our omega salmon oil plus, whereas most others have sort of 2 or 3 fatty acids. We have a superior omega product. And then we have the essential vitamin and mineral complex, which is a broad micronutrient support that we get. So the TreaNN particularly provides the cellular energy, where it feeds our cells with the critical lipids and sterols, which improve our nutrient absorption and then energy release, but also it improves us getting our nutrients in and getting our waste out. So our cells are working as they should, and we have healthy cells. It also provides us with an immune defense, and it's clinically proven that carotenoids enhance our immune resilience and our ability to build our immunity and remain healthy. It also provides brain and heart support. Our omegas-3 improve cardiovascular function throughout, as well as our cognitive clarity. And we must always remember that our brains are mostly made up of fats. So, to have a product like this that contains such a superior combination of omegas is a real bonus. So from a holistic perspective, Pro Vitality is a foundational product for anyone starting their vitality journey. Then another one, maybe a little bit unusual that people don't always think about, is this NeoLife tea, providing sustained energy, but from a natural perspective. NeoLife tea is not only naturally thermogenic, but adaptogenic, and it combines the 3 different types of tea, green, black, and white teas, with natural caffeine from the green tea and the yerba mate. And yerba mate is a South American tea which has been found to be very energizing. So when we look at it from the sustained energy perspective, there's this gentle lift without the jitters, and that's thanks to the slow release caffeine in these combinations of teas. We have the fat metabolism, and that's where this thermogenic effect comes in. A lot of people don't understand about the thermogenic or thermic effect of food. They think, eat calories in, calories out, and they so eat less calories. Metabolism ends up slowing down, and you don't get or no longer get the weight loss. Whereas if you combine your food correctly or have products such as this, you get this thermogenic effect, which is very, very powerful in terms of removing and getting rid of fat. So it's a good aid in that perspective as well, not just for the thing that it actually provides a good amount of energy without the jitters that other teas and coffees cause. It also provides us with stress resilience through the adaptogens which promote balanced energy and reduced fatigue at the end of the day. From a holistic perspective, we need to suggest using this as a midday or mid-morning ritual, which, taken with hydration and short walks, add to the holistic impact that they can have. And then when we look at aminos and nutrition, and also, fueling performance for not only athletes, but people who may, need supplementation in terms of their daily nutrition and food, as well as people who are not, eating well, for instance, when they're trying to recover. And I know we used it quite a lot during my partner's recovery in terms of being able to provide meals for her, because it provides a brilliant combination of your amino acids as well as the protein. So it provides a pretty holistic meal that they can actually enjoy. And with athletes, this is a brilliant product that they can use pre and post exercise in terms of their recovery. So a great product to use and to recommend. Contains high quality protein and amino acids, and it's designed for fuel recovery and also performance and vitality. They provide the essential building blocks that your body needs, containing all of these amino acids, which are there for the muscle repair. They are also provide metabolic energy. It's balanced macronutrients which stabilize blood sugar and sustain your energy levels. They're also good for your brain function. Amino acids support neurotransmitter balance, contributing to reduced fatigue and enhanced focus. So from a holistic perspective, they present an ideal post-exercise fuel, or they can be great as part of a balanced breakfast routine to provide plenty of energy and to help with the energy management. Then looking at the carotenoid complex, it's nature's powerful antioxidant shield, and antioxidants are a vital part of what we should take in. And if you just look at the picture on the left, we always say, eat color. So what you need to be doing is eating fruits and vegetables with all the many different colors, and in that you're ensuring that you're having a broad spectrum of carotenoids that you are taking in, and therefore a broad spectrum of antioxidants. And all the different antioxidants have what we call these ORAC values, and those that have higher ORAC values are the things that you need to aim for. And in fact, some of the nuts you'll find, for instance, like a pecan nut is possibly the highest, or has one of the highest ORAC values. So per gram, one of the highest amounts of antioxidants. So eat pecan nuts as well, and a good spectrum of the colored fruits and vegetables, because they unlock a vibrant power that nature has there for us. And the NeoLife product, or for the carotenoid complex, combines all of this from a natural perspective. So you're not getting it as a synthetic product, but it is the pure food state product which you can use, which also makes our carotenoid complex something that is incredibly good for you. Then we look at the power of zinc, something to boost your inner strength. And zinc is a very underestimated product, because it's important in so many different reactions within our body that we actually need this for so many other things to work well. So it's something that literally everybody should be taking and taking sufficient of. It's for the immune system. It provides the highly bioavailable zinc that we provide to support our immune function, and it helps your body defend against the various invaders that we come across, and toxins and so on. It works also in cellular regeneration, and it's critical for DNA synthesis, where you have the cell division, provide for rapid wound healing and ensuring your body repairs and renews effectively. And it's because zinc is involved in so many different cellular interactions with our body. It's a vital part of something that we need to be taking or having sufficient of on a daily basis. When it comes to hormone and cognitive support, zinc helps balance hormones and supports sharp cognitive function and contributes to our overall mental and physical well-being at the end of the day. Deficiency defense, zinc deficiency risks, which are linked to increased infection and susceptibility to slower recovery times. So if you want to, as I say, have an increased ability to fight off infections and recover more quickly, make sure you've got sufficient zinc, or you're taking sufficient zinc. It's a foundational and mineral that is vital for countless body processes. I've said it's involved in innumerable processes across our body, and it is a vital thing that we need to be taking on a regular basis. Then we look at cruciferous and the cruciferous vegetables, the broccolis and the cauliflowers, cabbages and so on. These are nature's detox and hormone imbalance act. And we have a product which you can take in a tablet form which provides all of these different things, and it provides us with the benefits of nature's super vegetables. NeoLife's cruciferous supplement concentrates the goodness of, as I said, the broccoli, the kale, things like the Brussels sprouts, which a lot of people don't like to eat, but it provides all of those natural ingredients that are in these vegetables in a tablet format, and a concentrated tablet format, which our bodies absorb because it is, again, it's taken and kept in a food state. This concentrated blend of broccoli, kale and Brussels sprouts extracts, it's rich in glucosinolates that activate the detoxing enzymes in the liver. So a vital part of our daily body's work, helping the liver work more effectively. It supports estrogen metabolism and also helps us have a healthy inflammatory response. So there's a lot of benefit to this. We should be eating these vegetables on a regular basis, but very often we don't. So to have a product like this is actually amazing. It helps reduce risk factors linked to hormone-related health concerns. So for another really good reason to remember cruciferous. Then we look at flavonoids, which are powering the heart and the brain in particular. Heart and circulation are boosted. It improves vascular function and circulation for ensuring that we have strong, healthy heart. It's also important in cognitive aspects of our body, and it enhances our mental clarity, reducing age-related decline and keeping your mind sharp. So as far as Alzheimer's and memory issues are concerned, it's obviously a good one to remember, but just in general to make sure that we maintain clarity and focus in terms of our cognitive abilities. It's also antioxidant rich and very similar to the carotenoids. Carotenoids and flavonoids go very much together at the end of the day. And this provides a powerful spectrum of antioxidants from citrus, berries, and also green tea, which protects your cells at the end of the day. And antioxidants, we must remember, slow down the aging process, improve recovery, and enabling us to heal more quickly as well, and to regenerate our cells more quickly. So very important to have a strong antioxidant impact in our bodies through these products like the carotenoids and flavonoids. It's also something that fights inflammation at the end of the day, protects your body against chronic diseases, because if we look at things like, what causes the majority of disease and illness that we, experience, and majority of that comes about as a matter of chronic inflammation through the sugar that we eat, different products that we take in, the toxins that are coming in from the outside, our stresses, our cortisol levels going all out of sync. And this, again, as I say, flavonoids are something that help to moderate that and help us reduce the inflammation, which then helps reduce the illness, helps reduce the ill effects of all these impacts from our environment that we experience every single day of our lives. Flavonoids are remarkable plant-based compounds that offer numerous benefits for overall health, and NeoLife's flavonoid complex rather harnesses the diverse protective power of these compounds, and it supports everything from your cardiovascular system to your brain's vitality. When we look at fighter defense, and fighter defense is also very often an underutilized product because it's the ultimate thing to help improve and build immunity. NeoLife's fighter defense has an advanced immune support through, the synergistic effect of a lot of the botanical extracts that it contains. It's a powerful formula that has been found to fortify your body's natural defenses, to promote our immune resilience, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day, is how resilient are you to fighting the toxins that you are bombarded with every day, the stresses that you have, the lack of the nutrition that you're not getting within your food. So this is a particularly valuable product that you can promote, and particularly as we come to change of seasons, it's a very important thing as well, because just the stresses that come from the change of season very often bring about people getting sick. And if they've built their immunity and use products like the fighter defense, they're on a really good place to fight all of this. It has a synergistic formula with elderberry, carnaceae, and astragalus, and all of these help enhance the natural defenses that we have against seasonal threats and also the environmental stress, because it's both of those that we need to look at from a health perspective and an overall holistic perspective. People normally look at one or two things, and it's really a lot to do with the stresses and the different types of stresses that our body comes under. And again, how good is your resilience from your immunity perspective? How are you positioned in order to be able to fight the disease it's really out there waiting to happen? But if you've built your immunity to fight it, you're going to be in a way better place to remain healthy. And what fighter defense does, it promotes a balanced immune response without overstimulating, which many other products that we get synthetically unfortunately do that. So it's a great product to suggest, and particularly at this time of the year as we're heading into spring. And it's backed by the traditional use, and also there's a lot of modern research which actually shows us just how good fighter defense is. It's not just something that's anecdotal. There's a lot of good proof behind it as to how effective and how well it works. So then looking at the holistic lifestyle integration, because as I said at the beginning, we look at a couple of these products and then look at it from a holistic perspective. And a lot of our NeoLife products are powerful tools that help us improve and just back up our healthy lifestyles, providing a lot of foundational support that your body needs by constantly integrating them into the daily habits. So on a daily basis, we are making sure that we're paying attention to our sleep, we're paying attention to dealing with our stress, we're getting the exercise, we're dealing with the things that are happening around us. But then, by utilizing a lot of these products, we are getting a maximum impact for sustained energy and vitality by building our resilience. Some of the daily product integrations, if we just look at it, just from a practical perspective from the morning, start your day strong with Pro Vitality so that you're ensuring your cellular nutrition and energy release is good. Period with protein-rich smoothies, and one of the great things about things like our shake is we can take that shake and we can make a smoothie and we can add that, which will improve the whole protein picture, because it provides the protein, it provides a full spectrum of the amino acids, and it's brilliant just for supplementation in terms of having a really good meal. It's brilliant from the perspective of being able to help athletes that again pre-exercise and then post, just to help them recover from the exercise. And it's always really important, and I can say that from the perspective of an athlete, is that I use things like that in my smoothies in order to make sure that I get sufficient protein. So a great thing for recovery. And then looking at something about midday to combat the mid-afternoon slump with NeoLife, use the tea, and that will give them a gentle lift without the jitters, and that will combine this with a mindful movement break, so they can do things like taking a little bit of a break, doing a little bit of mild exercise, go for a walk, stretching just to re-energize the body and the mind once again, and off you go. You're going to have a much better afternoon. And then looking at it in the evening from a practical perspective as we wind down, take omega-3 salmon oil plus and the essential fatty acids, as well as things that are crucial for reducing inflammation, supporting muscle recovery, and after the physical activity, they help promote your cardiovascular health and preparing your body for restorative rest. And the importance of rest and sleep at night is one of the most important things of sleep is actually the restoration. Having good quality sleep enables you to restore so many things, and it's vital in order to remain healthy. And very often you find that even with people who can't lose weight, one of the big things is they're actually not sleeping well. So their hormone levels are not being properly controlled. There's circadian rhythms and cycles are not good. And you can help by using this. And another great one that you can use in there as well is give some magnesium, which actually helps people sleep much better at the end of the day. So then some of the essential life pairings, let's look at the other side. You need to make sure that you're having sufficient water, 2 to 3 liters of clean filtered water on a daily basis to support all of your body functions. And it's also, again, underestimated how valuable it is to drink sufficient water. You can also overdo it, but you've got to drink a lot of water. But you can cause some major problems by over drinking. But a general guideline of 2 to 3 liters of water a day, helps keep your electrolytes in good balance. It helps hydrate your body and keep you healthy. So a vital thing to do. And then another thing in terms of lifestyle things is looking at mindful movement. Integrate regular physical activity that you enjoy, and it must be something that you enjoy. And I always say, as long as you move, it doesn't mean that you've got to do excessive vigorous exercise all the time. Just get your heart rate up a little bit, and it helps improve our circulation. By getting outdoors, you're having that stimulation of being able to get the sun on your skin, seeing things outdoors. It helps you relax. And in some countries in the world, you actually have doctors who prescribe going to visit, either go to the zoo, for a walk in a forest, and it's incredibly healthy from both a physical and a mental perspective. Something else is also rest, and there's a book, and I've mentioned it I think a few times, this book by Matt Walker about why we sleep, and sleep is a vital part of what we do. It's not only a time for our body to regenerate, but also for our brain to clear all the chemicals that have gone through the day, help us regulate the various hormones as they should be coming, certain of them should be coming down as we're going to sleep, and as we're waking again, the others like the cortisol should be stepping back in again. But it's imperative to have a proper, good quality sleep in order for those things to work properly and for us to get the benefit from them. And then another really big thing, and something which I'm realizing as I'm getting older as well, is this whole thing of stress and the impact of stress. People way too often underestimate how big an effect stress has on our body in general. We can't get rid of stress, but what we've got to do is we've got to manage it, and we've got to find ways to do that from a very mindful and purposeful perspective, to ensure that we manage it through, whether we do exercise, whether we meditate, whether we use breathing techniques, Pilates. There are lots of different ways of doing it, but we actually have to do that. We have to be mindful of it and slow ourselves down so that we can actually purposefully reduce our stress. And even the other simple thing is, I find when I coach people as well, one of the main things I find is always the stress. And the first thing I do is I try and get people to understand they've got to set goals. The minute they start setting goals, they get out of this thing of managing by crisis, and that in itself just simply gets rid of a lot of the stress, because they're now no longer dealing with trying to catch the balls all over the place. They know where the balls are going to fall in the future, and it's far less stressful and a far better way to deal with it. So think seriously about that as well as you go through. And then what I thought right at the end is, let's look at a little bit of the thing of, we in this whole thing of network marketing. So the important thing, and I think it's brought through very much by our mentors above, is this thing is that, share your vitality stories. So it's not just about selling, it's about also inviting people, I think, into a vitality lifestyle and into the lifestyles that we have. And that in itself, needs to be an authentic experience. And it's what appeals to people. You need to use the personal storytelling, encourage distributors to share their personal energy transformations and the compelling before and after experiences they've had. Monica is always asking about, they're trying to find out testimonials, and those things are very powerful because they're very real, they're honest, and they are authentic, and people respond well to those kind of things. We can look at things like Vitality Mornings, host something, and an engaging, simple or sample-based event featuring teas or tasting, something, and it can be done with cleaning products as well, showing people how these things work. But think about that, of actually hosting a small thing. It doesn't have to be a big thing. You can even do it, through the internet as well. So from a physical meeting to, internet online thing, but it's also a way of having people become aware of our products and how good they are. You can look at things like 3-day energy challenges, create mini programs where prospects try the products, track their energy levels, and share valuable feedback. So it may take a little bit more work, that one, but it's something that is certainly an exciting and different way to try and promote our products and have people become aware of it. So some of the action steps for us as distributors is, live it, and we're taught this: live it, share it, coach it, and duplicate it. So, live it, share it, tell people about it, speak more to people that you come into contact with, so they know about your personal experience, and by being your personal experience, it becomes a whole lot more real. Tell your story to other people, and coach the people who you have as your distributors. Coach them to do this for you and for themselves. Your journey to success begins with these actionable steps. So use the products as we've always been told. Experience the benefits personally for at least a few weeks, and then to build authentic conviction. Because again, like I say, if I don't believe in something, it's unlikely I'm going to sell it at the end of the day or promote it. Identify prospects. Find 3 to 5 individuals eager to enhance their energy and vitality. Listen to what people say. Hear them, and then try and answer the need that they have, because if you can meet that need, you're going to generally get a sale, and you're going to get a customer at the end of the day. Host events. Find ways to do that. Organize workshops or virtual energy events to introduce NeoLife difference to people. Think of creative ways of getting out there and showing people the product. Share consistently. Communicate your stories and insights online and offline on a regular basis. Be talking to people. Tell them about the benefits you've experienced. Why do you use this product? Share that with people, and then build your momentum. So foster your team growth and accountability. And that's through supportive groups. Be in good communication with the group that you work with. Be teaching them, be encouraging them, just be following them, and that in itself will help build the momentum that you need from them, and it will encourage it in yourself. It's always good to remember, as you say, with our NeoLife products, one of the best things about us is that our products are really top notch. And I've done a little survey a little while ago where I took all the different supplement products that we have in South Africa that are sold through various networks and other groupings, and if you compare them, we come out in the majority of the aspects as the top product, just in terms of the scientific backing and the quality of the product that we have. It's an incredible product that we can promote with the greatest of confidence. So thank you very much again. It's been good to share some of this with you, and so if you have any questions or would like to know a little bit more about any of these things, if I can help, just you have my contact details. You can get hold of me on WhatsApp. I'm in the same group as you guys. Happy always to help, and thanks very much again. It's been a good chat. Ciao.